Jesus Lopez. Greg Meyer.
George Bailey.
Sue Ellen. Excellent.
Thanks for organization.
Okay, the first item on our agenda this evening, we're opening a public hearing. The first item on our agenda this evening is ZBA 1216, Executive Property Group. This is for the 145 North Highland. This has been adjourned until the Board of Trustees makes a decision. So this continues to be adjourned.
Yes.
ZBA 2116, it is Croton Avenue. It's the property owned by the Bakers, and the planning board has declared themselves the lead agency, and this is also something that will be referred back to the village board. Correct?
Yes, I think that was
You have to hold it very close.
okay, I think that the plan was, because the applicant is looking for a density ratio, he wants to build something, the requirement is 40,000 square feet, he only has 17,000 and change. So he's looking for the planning board basically to come up with a density ratio. Basically, if you have 40,000 square feet, you're entitled to build this many dwelling units. He's saying I have 17,000, so I'm entitled to a reduced. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything in the zoning code at this point, certainly nothing explicit that would allow the planning board necessarily to do that ratio. And so there is thought by the planning board that the matter might be sent back to the Board of Trustees in order to request or recommend that they either be granted that power, that authority, if it's in the best interest of the village, or for the Board of Trustees, perhaps to reduce the requirement or allow the planning board or the zoning board the opportunity to use its discretion on the acreage or the square foot required.
Thank you very much. So again, that's adjourned. ZBA 1217, this is 11 Hudson Street. This is the one where we sent it back to the village board.
That's correct. I believe there's a resolution in the minutes. You voted last week, and this is being sent back to the Board of Trustees. This is slightly different in that there is an absolute requirement under the zoning code that there be 3 acres in order to develop in the PRD area, and I believe the applicant has about 2/3 of an acre. So again, he's looking for someone to do a ratio, a density ratio, and in essence say, well, if I had 3 acres, I'd be allowed to put up X amount of dwellings. I only have 2/3 of an acre, so I should be allowed to put up, and there doesn't seem to be anything in the code that would, at least explicit authority in the code to allow that.
Thank you. And ZBA 1817, which is 12 Ellis Place, where the family is going from a office space, was 2-family house, went to an office space and a 1-family house, wanting to go back to a 2-family house. We had brought them in on a special part of the meeting last month, and we have a resolution tonight to okay that.
Yes, I believe what we told them, Madam Chairman, last week was it's a strange situation. It's a house in a 2-family zone. It was originally 2-family. As you said, it was a portion of it was converted to an office. They want to reestablish the 2 residences. One exists, and they want to reestablish the other one. And we did have testimony. They provided us with, it looks like, site plans. And what we did tell them is based on, they needed some expeditious action, and based on that, we reviewed the papers. They did not have to return to give any additional testimony, and you would take a vote at this session.
Okay, thank you. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to discuss any of those, that 112 Ellis?
No, I'm going to say, he has to have one question.
Oh, no, he's corporation counsel. So not seeing anybody, I would like to close the public hearing. this evening. It's a quick meeting this month. Close the public hearing. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Close. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so that leads us one item to vote on, which is ZBA 1817. It's the 12 Ellis Place, looking to go from a two-family house that was made in one part into a business, to an office, really not even a business, to back to a two-family house. We discussed it last month. Does anybody have any questions on the board?
No, motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Thank you very much. This will conclude the public part of our meeting this evening. We are going to go into executive session for the purposes of discussing an individual. Oh, I'm sorry. Do have one other thing to do. Oh, how could I forget this? Okay, so we need to take a vote on the minutes from the June 13, 2017 meeting. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Sorry about that. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay in this beautiful weather. Stay cool. And do we have a meeting in August? Well, do we have any people coming?
We got applications on the agenda to vote.
Okay. So we hope to see you in August. Have a great week. Month.